Currently we are in section 5 and we are about to check out the last video, that is 6th video of this section. So in this video first we will check out what is continue keyword, how to use it, and how to use it along with labels for loops. So within your editor, let us define a very simple for loop. And within this, let us print out the value of the counter variable of I. Launch the application and there we go, we got 1 till 10. Perfect, as simple as that. Now, what if I want to skip the value of 5? That is, after 4, I want to print out straight away 6. So I want to skip the value of 5 in the output. So for that, what we can do is, just before the print statement, let us write a if condition. If the value of I equal to 5, then what we can do, we can use the continue keyword. Use the semicolon. So what this continue statement means, let us now launch the application and there we go, after 4 we have got 6. We have straight away skipped 5. So what is the basic difference between continue and the break keyword? The continue keyword simply means that when this statement will be executed, then skip all the code right after continue. That is, we just have the print statement, so simply skip it and continue with the loop. Fine, like this. So that is why when I becomes 5, then simply continue, that is skip the print statement. And now using the continue keyword, let us print out all the odd numbers. So for that, let us change the condition here. If I is divisible by 2, then simply continue, that is don't print out the even numbers, just print out the odd numbers. And there we go, 1, 3, 5, 7 and 9. So this statement simply means that when the number is even, then simply skip the print statement. Just continue with the loop in the normal procedure. Let us now take a step ahead and let me show you one more example of the nested for loop. So right now, let us clean up all the code and let me declare one more nested for loop with int j equal to 1, j is smaller than equal to 10, j plus plus. For the sake of simplicity, let us change the counter variable from 10 to 3. And now let us print out using the interpolation the value of I space $j. Launch the application and there we go, we are getting the output as 11, 12, 13 till 33 like we saw in the previous videos, remember? So right now my objective will be to skip this number, that is the value of 22. So when we get the value of 22, then simply skip it, that is don't print it. So for that again what we can do, here let us use the if condition. If I equal to 2 and j equal to again 2, then simply continue. Perfect. Launch the application and there we go, after 2 1 we have got 2 3, we have simply skipped 2 2. But now I also don't want to have 2 3 printed in the output console. So for that we have to actually use the continue keyword for the outermost loop. That is, currently using the continue keyword only, we are just skipping the print statement for this inner loop, that is the nearest parent loop. But we want to skip the code for this outer loop as well. So for that, let us use the labels in Dart, such that let us use outer, which will be the name for the outer loop, use the colon. Perfect. So after continue, use outer. And now launch the application and there we go, after 2 1 we are straight away getting 3 1, 3 2 and 3 3. So why we have actually used the label for the for loop? Just because we want to continue with the code by skipping this code for the outer for loop. As just using the continue will actually skip the code for the nearest parent, that is this for loop. And also note that this outer is actually user defined. You can basically name it yourself. For example, my loop here and then change it accordingly here. Perfect. And trust me, it will work fine. You can again check by running the application. And similar to the outer loop, you can also define the name for the inner loop, such as my inner loop, use the colon and then space. Perfect. So that's all for this video. So with this we have reached the end of this section. Well, in this section we saw the syntax along with demo for the loops such as for loop, while loop and also do while loop. And along with this we checked out what are the differences between these three loops. Along with this we also checked out the break keyword and also the continue keyword. And also we explored how to use the labels in case of break and continue keyword in case of nested loops. Perfect.